Мумбай. Градът на мечтите. Финансовата столица. Боливуд. Както сигурно на много и от вас, винаги ми е било мечта да посетя Индия. Но никой не съм очаквал, че ще остана толкова впечатлен. Просто изведнъж осъзнах, че бъдещето е в Азия. Не знам даже колко ми се остава в Америка. В това видео ще споделя своята обиколка из Мумбай и впечатленията си. Но за разлика от миналоседмичното видео в Дарави, където нарочно не извеждах заключения, а ги оставих на ваша преценка. В това видео искам да ви разкажа колко напреднала е Азия в сравнение с западния свят. И защо трябва да поставим вниманието си на изток, вместо толкова на Европа, Америка и Русия. Освен духовното им мислене, което е доста популярно в България, може да взаимстваме много от стратегиите им за светкавично развитие и позитивната и нахъсаната им народна философия. Защото Мумбай, който ще видите сега, няма да е същия Мумбай, като този след 5 години. Сега се приготвя да ви разведа из къщата на Махатма Ганди, да ви покажа няколко хинду храма, да ви разкажа за колониалната история и най-вече искам да наблегна върху яркия контраст в начин на живот на хората.
You know, the first thing which comes in the mind of a people if you're coming from any part of the world to this city, what is Bombay, what is Mumbai, right?
Yeah. Right.
Some people still say Bombay, some say Mumbai. But why? A lot of locals still love to say Bombay. Because where you came yesterday, that is the airport site, that is North Mumbai. You are staying in South Bombay, and our city tour has to be seen in South Bombay, like colonial building, monument, museums, markets and shopping. At the time of the English people, only this part, South Bombay, was developed. Airport part, nothing but a big dense forest area. Whenever English, they wanted to go for an outing, for a picnic, they used to always go towards the airport side. So as a local, we love to say South part as real Bombay and North part, airport part as Mumbai. Officially, it's Mumbai, but love to say Bombay because of our stock market, Bombay Stock Exchange.
Тази фондова борса е много важна, защото е най-старата в Азия. Или с други думи, първата основана в Азия през 1875. И забележете, не от англичанин, а от предприемач индиец Премчанд Ройчанд. В момента фондовата борса в Бомбей е шестата най-голяма в света и третата в Азия, след тези в Шанхай и Токио. И хората като чуят Индия, си мислят за мърсотията. Пак само вижте малко по-нататък във видеото, водещия с какви очи гледа на Мумбай.
See on your right hand side, the big open field, right in the middle of South Bombay. It is Indian Derby, horse racing ground. Every weekend there's a race. People come for gambling, playing for money. Only sports in India where you can bet legally. No casinos, except Goa have got few casinos, so there is a legal betting here. It was also made by British out of Bombay. Today, it's in the middle of Bombay. That means Bombay was very small. Today is massively grown, right? So I am a local from Bombay, born and brought up in South Bombay, working as a tour guide from last 14 years. Same job every day, same places every day, people are different, right? Fun. You have to guess my age. How can I say? You have to guess first, then I will say. Sorry?
30.
Thank you so much. I am 42.
Wow.
Huh?
Преди време Индия се беше опитала да се прекръсти на Бхарат, защото Индия е името дадено от колониалистите. Пак те със своята национална идентичност искат да се казват както те се наричат Бхарат.
What about the new name of India now? Bharat.
Bharat not officially not declared. Officially not declared. The process is going on.
Okay. So it's still India.
We have lot of names: Hindustan, Bharat, India. So let's see what goes now finally. On your left hand side, the clothes hanging there. Can you see the clothes hanging there?
Yeah.
That is the open air laundry, Dhobi Ghat, which was made by British in the year 1880 to wash their troops' cloth, soldiers' cloth. And they have picked up the washermen from north part of India, Varanasi, where your Ganges are located, and brought them here. Present day, 200 families, 5 to 6,000 people live and work from here. All the hospital uniform, school uniform, railway uniform comes around here. Even these people come to your houses to collect the laundry. If you have got your clothes, give it to them. Washing, drying, ironing back to your doorstep again. I live just 10-15 minutes away from here. Every day, Dhobi means washermen, they come to my place to wash the clothes. But I have never ever given my laundry here. Why? I have a technology washing machine.
Wow.
But same time, we have got migrant workers who come from different parts of India to work here. Without their families, no time, they give the laundry over here. So this is a very famous and the only laundry in the world which is open air. Okay?
Are these residential buildings?
Yes, whatever you see high rises, pure residential apartment, exclusive expensive. I'll explain you why it's expensive. Come, first we get down here. Yeah, Malik. आ जाओ भाई, आ जाओ. एक एक करके आ जाओ. Oh. Careful, mind your head here. Sir, mind your head here. Be careful.
Много е странно как имаш такива места точно до небостъргачите.
Нали?
Ей, там е модерно нагоре и като погледнеш надолу, наистина са много подредени. Това минава оттам.
Houses on the corner, in the middle. Each houses have got each cubicle well. Well, government supplies free water to them. They don't have to pay any tax to the government for the water, but electricity they have to pay. South Bombay is super expensive. How they wash the clothes? They bang like this way, beat the clothes using soap, bleach and detergent powder. But now some dhobis are moving up, technology washing machine, the steel ones. Compared to other washermen, I have got more money, I bought washing machine. Manually one person whole day 100 clothes, but a washing machine, 1 hour, more than 100 pieces of cloth. Where people are losing job here, but the owners are making more money. Morning 6 a.m. they start to work till the sun goes down. They live here, they sleep here, they cook their food here and they wash themselves here. Every single day, 7 days a week, no holiday for them. The most important part of the laundry are the ropes. Can you see the ropes here? No clips. The ropes are twisted. Why? During the monsoon time, the rain comes and goes. They have to run away, take the pin out, the clothes get wet. Brain, twist it, snatch, run in the houses. Hop in, hop out during the monsoon time. But the rainy season, it comes and goes. Not raining whole day, every day. 1 hour raining, the sun comes out. Again 1 hour raining, the sun always hop in, hop out during the monsoon time. Right? That's why there is no clips. Now, when you see the clothes around here, this is washed, neat, clean, right? But right there in the down the white ones looks very white. Right? Can you see that? Looks very much new. It's a new clothes. It comes from the factory. You know where's our factory? Where you are going to do a slum tour, Dharavi, on Friday. The tailor sitting there makes shirt, top, tunics. It comes to Dhobigarh for the last wash, pre-wash. From here again goes back to Dharavi, where the young people sitting there packing. It goes to all over India and few parts of the world. So this is the used laundry. Somewhere it's a factory laundry.
Никъде нямаш тип. Никъде нямаш тип.
Small old building.
Затова е двойно въже, защото нямат тип.
How big is one apartment, for example?
Here, this apartment, 2-bedroom hall kitchen. No 1-bedroom hall kitchen. 2-bedroom hall kitchen. 1,000 square feet. We don't go by square meter, we go by square feet. This is 1 square feet. Per square feet, to buy an apartment in this area, minimum price, minimum $1,500 US per square feet. Minimum. It can go like that way.
Wow.
2,000 per square feet. Dollars. I'm talking about US dollars, not Indian rupees. Here in Bombay, I buy 1-bedroom hall kitchen. In Delhi, I can buy 3-bedroom hall kitchen. So much difference. So Bombay is here, India is here. Do not compare Bombay to India. I'll explain more in the detail in the car. It's like
Уредите
this.
са много красиви също.
In India, it's like this. In India, it's when you buy from the street, you need to bargain.
Yes, this is
On the
what
street.
I
A lot of green in the city.
Greenery, yes.
Very
Greenery,
green.
green,
Yeah,
sidewalk.
I know it will be beautiful in the future.
Yes.
I hear they're getting rid of the slums. They're
Yes,
like
yes. Many slums are getting demolished. They're making high rises in Bombay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Знам, че това видео е малко по-дълго, но просто искам да ви покажа цялото си пълно преживяване. Затова в началото ще има малко повече история и обща култура в автобуса, но изтърпете ги, тези неща наистина са много важни, за да разберете цялата картинка. Благодаря.
So Bombay is a very big city and also the financial capital of India, where Delhi is the capital of India, but Bombay is the financial capital. Many people from all parts of India, they come to Bombay to find a job because people think if you come to Bombay, nobody sleeps hungry. You don't get a free food, of course not anywhere in the world. But in Bombay, a small job that you can fill your stomach for a day. If you're coming from any part of India to Bombay, no passport, no visa. Train, buses, and you can come to this city. And that is why this city is popular for many things. But two things, very common throughout India, that is traffic and honking, horns, speeding, right? Nobody follows the traffic rules and regulation. No lane discipline. Two-wheelers will come in front of your car. People cross the street when the signal light is off. That is why people say when you come to India, especially in Bombay, 5G is very important. What is 5G? Concierge doesn't know, your organizer doesn't know, no other travel company knows what is 5G. Not your mobile data, no. The 5G is good brakes, good horns, good driver. In India, you say you're good luck, like this, you're good luck. And the last G is good guide. That's 5G, right? That's 5G. Yes, yes.
Понеже трафика наистина е ужасен, то човек не може да разбере къде се намира, един от следващите дни питахме шофьора ни как се е научил да кара и как се изкарва книжка в Индия. И той вика: много е лесно. Отиваш, дават ти тест и ако имаш 7 или повече верни от 10 въпроса, се подписваш и ти издават книжка. Готов си. Няма практика или паралелно паркиране. Просто трябва да отговориш на 7 въпроса. Това е. 70% точност ти искат на теста. Това всяко е тест в училище, ти ще се издъниш, ще ти пишат двойка. Тука ти дават книжка. Но в интерес на истината, всички на улицата бяха много опитни шофьори и ни казаха, че много рядко имат катастрофи, понеже се шофира с ниска скорост.
Bombay has a population. Bombay has a population of 22.4 million people officially.
Wow.
22.
Officially.
Wow.
Unofficially, it's 30 to 40% more living in a slums or on a street.
Само за сравнение, това прави Мумбай по-населен град от Лондон, Ню Йорк и Москва, взети заедно.
Out of that population, we have got majorities of Hindus, 60%. 20% are Muslims. And the rest 20% is a mixture of Parsi, Catholic and Buddhism. Parsi. Have you heard this religion before? They are from Iran. They were migrated in India 1000 years ago. They are not Muslim. They follow Zoroastrian religion. They speak Farsi language. They are known as Parsi people. But in Hindus, where we have got 60%, several different communities. For example, people from Rajasthan up north lives in Bombay are Hindus, but they speak Rajasthani language. They are known as Rajasthani people. The people from Gujarat, where Mahatma Gandhi was born, lives in Bombay are Hindus, but they speak Gujarati language. They are known as Gujarati people. The local people of Bombay, again who are Hindus, but they speak Marathi language. They are known as Maharashtrian people. Because right now where we are, it's a very big state called Maharashtra. And Bombay is the capital of this state, Maharashtra. Number plates MH. You see, any number plate, you see MH. Not Mumbai, not Bombay. State Maharashtra. But Hindi is our national language. If I go to north part of India, language is not a big problem. But if I go to south part of India, Chennai, Goa, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kerala, Kolkata, big problem. Even as an Indian, I will not understand a single word. In South India, they will not understand my Hindi word. So we have to speak in English. That's right. So when two Indians speak in English, sometimes it's a language problem, sometimes it's an official word. Right? Same with different languages spoken in India, so many gods and goddess. Shiva, Krishna, Ganesh, Mahavir, goddess Durga, goddess Parvati, goddess Mahalakshmi, and goddess Mumba Devi. But out of all gods and goddess, Ganesh, you know Ganesh, elephant-headed god with a big stomach. Very important in Hinduism. You keep a small idol in your car, in your house, in your office. He removes all the obstacles from your life and money incoming starts. So you can say it's a god of new beginning, new love, new marriage, new shop, new business, new house, new wife, new husband, new girlfriend, new boyfriend. You have to buy ritual, blessings, you do whatever you want to. That's called Ganesh or Ganesha, same thing. Shiv or Shiva, same thing. Krish or Krishna, same thing. Some people say Krish, some say Krishna. Some say Shiv, some say Shiva. So it's the same thing, right? So our next stop would be the very interesting house of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation. Very interesting place to see. And where it is located, the neighborhood is very beautiful actually.
So you say he's not from Mumbai?
No, Mahatma Gandhi was from Gujarat, north part of India.
Why did he live here?
Because when he came back, when he was a lawyer, right? He went abroad in London for his higher studies. When he came back, he was not working here. He went to South Africa, working as a lawyer in South Africa. There he was traveling in a train, in a first class compartment, not allowed for the black skin people or Indian people to travel. He was insulted. So he decided to come back to Bombay and start Quit India movement against the English people. So 17 years, 1917 to 1934, whenever Mahatma Gandhi used to come to Bombay, live and work from that house. Today it's a museum.
What part of the Indian population speaks English?
Maximum people speak English nowadays. Because I mean, if you're talking about the metro cities like
Because you were saying in the beginning that kids cannot go to...
public school, because they don't teach English. But then maximum people are sending their kids. See, if you live in a slums, you will see the kids are going to a private school.
Yeah, even
Things are changing.
How is that happening?
Things are because if I am uneducated, I cannot speak English, but I have seen how the things are growing in Bombay, in India. People want to come up, so I want my kids to go to a good school, and I have not gone to the school, but I want my kids to go to a school. I want my kids to become a nice engineer or something like that.
But how do you afford it?
Work hard, nothing else. Nobody will support you. The government will not support you. You need to work hard for yourself, for your kids. And life is too hard in India, in Bombay actually, because everything is expensive. You can't afford. That's why
Healthcare as well.
healthcare is free. But you know, when it's free in India, it's big population. You know
Yeah.
how it would be. Big queue. 2 hours, 3 hours in a queue. When your turn comes, doctor says my lunch time. Again, you have to wait for an hour. So it's hard. Private hospitals, yes, you take appointment, you give money, you are done. And not everybody have got medical insurance here. Rich, of course, yes, 100%. Middle class, 60% no insurance. When you get sick, 2 options. Money, private hospital, no money, public hospital. People die. Because when you go for a major operations in the public hospital, they give you date. Oh, after 6 months, after 1 year, people can die in that time. That's how it is.
So what part of the population speaks English? Most of it.
Most, I can say now 80% population speak English. At the same time, Bombay is super expensive to live in. Why? Because Bombay is also known as a 5F capital of India. Again, nobody knows 5 Fs. You know 5G? These are 5 Fs.
Financial?
You're right.
What is
Any
it?
guesses?
Free?
No free. Nothing is free in the world. So how can Bombay would be free? Okay, the first F is the financial capital of India. Bombay, a city of dreams. Everybody want to come to Bombay to become a Bollywood star, a famous cricketer, or a billionaire. Second F is the food capital of India. I myself do my food tasting tour all on a street. Nothing happens to your sensitive Western stomach. Places I know very well, I take my people there. Third F is a films, movie, Bollywood capital of India. All the stars live in Bombay. All the major active studios are in Bombay. I also do my studio tour, which is close to the airport. Very interesting. The fourth F is the fashion capital of India. Any fashion, it comes to Bombay, then it goes to different parts of India. For example, today, anyone here who want to make customize business suits, sports jacket, wedding suits, gowns, dresses, top, tunics. Don't ask me how many days, how many hours. By the way, I work as a tailor in off season. Where I work, my boutique is just behind the Taj Hotel, Gateway of India. So we make customize anything, linen shirt, what we are wearing, whatever, one day. We custom made, tailor made, we deliver to your hotel doorstep. Fifth F is a fun capital of India, nightlife. That's 5 Fs. Okay, so you know, I am always saying that Bombay is very different to India. India is very different to Bombay. You cannot compare Bombay to India, India to Bombay. Bombay is the most unique cities in India. Very clean compared to other parts of India. Very greenery, and every corner have a sidewalk. Other cities in India, no sidewalk. And then the crime ratio. Being Bombay, the financial capital of India, so many people every single day comes to Bombay. What is the crime ratio? Just this. Delhi, India, this. Delhi is the capital of India, which is a crime capital of India, unsafe for women. But Bombay is clean, Bombay is green, Bombay is safe, people are very friendly, and the most important thing, people are very helpful. That's why it is safe. That's what Bombay is.
How did it become like that? Like what cultivated this?
People are very helpful. If something going wrong here, some accident happens here, people will come out of their car, they will help people. But in Delhi, something going wrong, they ignore and they walk. That's why it's all about people actually.
Говорейки за взаимстване от изтока, защо не може и ние така? Малките всекидневни поводи. Младите отново да отстъпват местата си на по-възрастните в метрото или автобуса. Ако някой падне, да го изправим. Да казваме повече благодаря и моля. Така се изградил този град. С общност. Навсякъде по света имат финансиране, строене и работа, но тук имат и един друг си. И лека по лека започват да се издигат към световен стандарт. А ние сме станали като капиталистите в Дивия Запад. Вече даже не си се усмихваме един на друг, ако нямаме лична изгода. Вместо да посрещнем и да отпразнуваме живота в другия с една сърдечна усмивка. Може би това е защото в Индия им е забранен TikTok и не се облъчат от него.
You go to Marine Drive 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, a single female traveler, you will feel safe. In Delhi, 8 p.m. you will not feel safe. I was on a vacation last May. I was in Delhi for 2 nights. 8 p.m. is nothing. We go for dinner 11 p.m. in Bombay. 8 p.m. I came out of the hotel alone. I was walking. There was nobody there. I was not feeling safe. But Bombay, completely safe. You don't feel that you are unsafe. When you walk alone, still you're safe.
What is this statue?
Yes, very good question. This statue is a lunchbox people. You know the dabba wala who deliver lunch boxes? Have you heard about this movie, The Lunchbox?
The movie now.
So you have to watch that movie, The Lunchbox. The name of the movie is The Lunchbox. They deliver lunch boxes from my residence to my office. I will not carry my lunchbox. Why? Trains are like this. I cannot enter. How can I take my lunchbox in the train? The trains are jam-packed. So what I do is I appoint this guy. They are called Dabba. D-A-double-B-A. Dabba means boxes. Wala means vendor. The person who carries, sellers or deliver it is called Wala. So like egg vendor, egg wala. Juice vendor, juice wala. Chai vendor, chai wala. Coffee vendor, coffee wala. We say Wala. So he is called Dabba Wala, Tiffin Wala. So there's a statue of that guy.
Има цяла система, че гответе. От твоята къща, че вземат...
ब्रिज चढ़ दे बीच में पड़ेगा ना पेट्रोल रोड का छोटा सिग्नल आएगा पहला छोटा सिग्नल आएगा चौपाटी का दूसरा.
Наскоро в Индия се проведе най-скъпата сватба в света на сина на бизнесмена Амбани. Всякакви знаменитости са присъствали като Ким Кардашиан, Ник Джонас и Джон Сина. Сватбата е струвала повече от 600 милиона и са празнували в рамките на 18 дена.
You know the wedding happened here last July, big wedding. Rich people came in the wedding, the celebrities from Hollywood stars. So this people wedding is the guy, Mr. Mukesh Ambani. He runs a company called Reliance Industries, telephone communication, oil refineries, trading, textile, diamonds, everything. The house is called Antilia. It's a German architecture, very modern building. 27 stories apartment for one family. 5 members, husband, wife and 4 kids. 600 servants take care of that building. On the top it's a helipad. 2 floors are just for the car parking and more than 20 vintage car, classic car, and luxury cars so many. But old cars 20. So he's called Ambani. The grey building with a big pillar behind the white building. Second building behind the white building, the grey building. Helipad, yes. You can see from here, sir.
So there is no concentration of like rich people in one place and other people in other. It's like very mixed.
See, in Bombay, if you live in any high-rise apartment in any posh area, one view from your window would be a slums. That's what Bombay is. Contrast, big contrast. देख लो आराम से देख लो भैया.
Are you one of the biggest families in India?
Oh yes, this Jio, the holding Jio is their new company, Jio Mall in BKC area, Jio Convention Center, all the international conventions are held in Jio. So their new company Jio, SIM card. So Jio Exhibition Center, Jio World Maps. This belong to a Parsi community, Parsis from Iran, and they were migrated in India 1000 years ago. But these Parsis used to live and work in a English people houses as a servant. When English left from here, they have been given a lot of lands, lot of properties, lot of fund. They are business class, no working class, rich category. So these people, mother left. See, this also Parsis, very calm, very peaceful, no fights, no honking, very peaceful people. And so Mahatma Gandhi was a very peaceful person. So he decided to come and reside in this beautiful neighborhood. So this all apartments belong to Parsis. Some are really very old buildings, some are newly painted. Because the old Parsi people, they don't want to renovate, keep as it is. But young generation kids coming up, they want to change, they want to paint. Right, Lena Babu? Right.
And can you see a difference, ethnical difference in the people, or are they like kind of
By their last
same
name,
now?
by their last name,
I
I know exactly which part of India he is or she is from. And by the color, too dark color, Chennai, Bangalore, south part of India, too dark color. Lighter colored, north part of India.
So what are Parsi? How are they looking?
Very fair,
Fair?
like you.
Just like us.
Is that
Just like you.
but they came in 1,000 years ago, right? So they intermix together. Are they a close community?
No, they are very small community, but they don't get together mixed with us. They are very different. What they eat, what they wear in the house, we don't know.
Isolated.
What they die, when they die, what do to the body, we don't know.
I see.
Because Muslim, Christian, they bury. Hindu, they burn. But Parsi, we don't know what they do. We don't know what they do. हाँ बाबा इधर ही गांधी हाउस का बर्दी करना आगे. Okay, so we are very much close to the house of Mahatma Gandhi. Here you can take your time, up to you, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It's very interesting. It's a ground plus 2. Second floor is all about dioramas and pictures. Very interesting. First floor is about letters written to Hitler. His name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. But people give respect saying Mahatma. Maha means great, Atma means soul. Great soul of the great personality.
So
As a respect, we will say Mahatma Gandhi.
it's like a religious title,
Yeah.
or like what?
No,
type?
it's a normal title, not a religious title.
Okay.
He is not a local from Bombay. He was born in Gujarat, north part of India. He was born in a upper middle class family, not very rich, not very poor. At the age of 13 years, he got married.
Wow.
Childhood marriage. At the age of 15 years, he got his first child. At the age of 19, he went to London for his law studies. After completing his studies, he came back to Bombay, but not working here. He went to South Africa.
Wait, he has children?
5 boys, no girl. But nobody in the politics, we don't know where exactly they are living. Whether they're living in Delhi or we don't know. But he has got 5 sons.
Okay, they're not
Yes.
popular.
They are not popular, they are not in the politician, they are not, nobody knows where they are. When he was traveling in a train in South Africa, in a first class compartment, which was not allowed for the black skin people or Indian people to travel, he was insulted. So he decided to come back to Bombay and start Quit India movement against the English people. So from 1917 to 1934, whenever Mahatma Gandhi used to come to Bombay for his official work, always lived and worked in the house where we are going now. Not his own house, his friend's house. Today it's a museum. His friend was a Parsi. So, because Parsi people living around here.
He didn't own anything, no?
Sorry?
He didn't own a house.
No. He never owned a house in Bombay. He always lived and worked from here, official work.
I see.
So the British soldiers came to this apartment to arrest him. And he was hiding in a small temple next lane.
Супер красиво, супер зелено, много важно, приятно, точно азиатско.
Yeah, and see Bombay. See, sidewalks are there, beautiful apartments are there, French windows. The stained glass is what you see on the apartment, original from that time, from 1900s.
English, no?
Yes, all English, all English.
I wanted to ask you, why do people have this red dot in between their forehead?
The red dot means he or she has visited a Hindu temple and the priest has given you a blessing.
Ah, okay.
But here, woman here, she's married, no rings. Woman here. Men here, no problem. But now different color, red, yellow, is a fashion. Yellow dress, yellow color.
So you do it yourself, it's not like only the priest can give it to you.
Yeah, you can do it. See, I don't have time to go to temple. At home, I have a small temple, I do myself. Before going to the office, I'm blessed for the day.
Okay, so
see.
you mean
I can do by myself.
You can go. You go every day to the temple, put the dust,
Breathe.
and go to the work.
Huh,
Or something like that.
but I will not go to the temple every day. I don't have time.
Yeah.
So I have a small temple at my home. I get up in the morning. I do some prayer ritual. I do this one. Blessings.
Okay,
I'm blessed,
blessing.
and I go to my work.
I see.
It's like that. Come.
Interesting.
See, this is the house of Mahatma Gandhi. Beautiful.
Of his friend, actually.
His friend's house, but yeah.
Доста готино. Разбира се. Трябва да извикат. Парис.
Hindi. Same thing in English. The name of the house is Mani Bhawan. Mani means diamond in Hindi. Diamond. Until 1869, India was the only country who was mining small diamonds. Even today, we mine small diamonds. So this is called diamond. Bhawan means big apartment. Diamond apartment. And the name Diamond Apartment was given by our first independence Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, to this house as a diamond apartment. Between 17 and 34, lived and worked from here. 1932, he was arrested from here when he started Quit India movement against the English people. The spinning wheel, can you see the symbol here? Symbol here. When he boycotted the British cloth, he used to wear his own cloth, cotton and khadi. You know what is khadi? we all are wearing khadi, linen. Khadi means linen. At that time he introduced khadi. Today it's in a demand, right? Gandhi. Last name is Gandhi, right? Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. What is G? Respect. Respect. Yeah, G. I will not say Miss, so I will say G. Mubin, G. Gandhi, G. If we go to Japan, san, Mubin san, Gandhi san. Same way it's like this. Respect in India, right? So, second floor, first floor and the ground floor library section. Now we go inside, okay?
Кажат всъщност
Индийски, да. Чекрък.
черха, казват.
Черха.
Трябва да питаме за българските истории.
Да. Преди да навлезем в дългоочакваната къща на Ганди, тези български истории, които чухте, позовават трудовете на Стефан Цанев. Става дума, че България и Индия са свързани още преди създаването на Аспарухова България. Старият цар Кардама оставил престола на сина си Ила, прехвърлил се на юга, през Памир и основал в Северна Индия четвъртата българска държава. Индийски царе до 10 век след Христа продължавали да се наричат кардамити, както династията на Бурбоните във Франция или на Романовите в Русия, а пред името си слагали титлата Балхара, името на древната държава. България Балхара. То се превърнало в титла, както името на Цезар. От тогава са и общите ви думи в двата езика. Уча, чета, будя, баща, татко, лик, хубав, китна, шал, сандал, тава, халка, чорба, компот, соя и много други. Другите българи, дето тръгнали на юг, прекусили Тибет и живели известно време край планината Мадара, после прехвърлили Хималаите, минавайки през прохода Шипка и слезли в Индия, опъвайки юрите си край река Тунджа. По-късно тези българи тръгнали на запад, заселили се в Египет, в областта Сакар, после поемат на север и стигат до Балканския полуостров. Планината, където спират, наричат Сакар планина. Реката край нея крещават Тунджа. Прохода, през който прехвърлят Балкана на север, наричат Шипка, а свещената си планина Мадара. Те носели за себе си тези стари и далечни имена, както европейците са занесли в Америка имената на своите стари градове. Та по-късно във видеото го питам гида дали е чувал за някои тези думи или наименования.
Gift of from the Martin Luther King Memorial. A gift to this house from the Martin Luther King
Barack
Memorial.
Obama, huh?
Barack Obama, when they were in the year 2010. Sir.
And what is this? What is this again?
Stone of Hope. Stone of Hope from Martin Luther King Memorial.
Oh wow.
Yes. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indira Gandhi. She's not the daughter of Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
She's the daughter of Nehru, who was the first independence prime minister of India. But she was married to a Gandhi family. Her last name changes to Gandhi, but not this Gandhi, different Gandhi family. People think she's that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Gandhi a popular name?
Gandhi in Gujarat, yes.
Okay.
He's a Gujarati. All around the globe.
Неро е човека, който променя Индия много.
Prime Minister.
Come, I am
Да.
waiting here.
И после Индира, тя също става
Тя е
министър.
като Людмила Живкова на Тодор Живков.
Само че Индира си става такава министър-председателка. Има един много интересен роман, Макс, ако имаш време, много ще ти хареса, казва се Червеното сари. Тя по принцип е за Соня Ганди, това е нейната снаха, която е италианка.
Малко по-поддържана мисля, че ще е къщата му. Че ще държат. Обаче по голяма къща е живя. Не е поддържана, както очаквах. И пред световна фигура.
Как не е поддържана? Не е Борисова много. Трябва да усетиш малко стария филм.
Да, но той не е живял в такава къща. Ето го чекрък.
Виж полъкът,
Да.
Ето
Тук е поддържано.
Ами, той нали ти каза? Те са нови, правят се нещата нови, обаче като има толкова много хора, дето влизат и излизат.
Така е, да. Въобще само негови снимки. Аз искам да видя писмото му до работила и е живял тук. В тази стаичка. Това е неговата стая, където всъщност е живял и е работил. Малко глупав този. Ето защо флагът им е такъв. Това от чекръкчийското колело, затова има този кръг в центъра на флага си. А тук Владисват.
кръка, защо е важно.
Защо?
Защото той считал, че така като брега на кръка, това го bringало closer to the poor. Защото в ordinary people.
Да, а той не е бил от тях.
И той седя и си е там така.
Ето го писмото на Махатма Ганди до Хитлер, за да спре Втората световна война и да възстанови мир. И след това писмото на Хитлер обратно към Ганди. Ето. Може да паузирате и да гледате. Другото е до Франклин Рузвелт. Паузирате и гледате. Ето е и прогресията във флага на Индия. Първо е бил така, след това така, след това тук пак слагат английското, много звездички шарено, даже не е бил правоъгълен. След това добавят колелото. Нали, колелото, не знам, ще го правят само оранжево. След това колелото го променя така и накрая стигате до тук. От колелото. Ма гледай каква мащабна библиотека. Библиотеката на Махатма Ганди. Гледай каква мащабно. Случайно бил начетен. Книгите съзнание, важно е просто да не се изгубваш, щяха да ги използваш.
College, famous for arts, economics and science department. Also made by British in the year 1858. Private, expensive, Catholic and the best education. And the view is fantastic on the right hand side. Chowpatty Beach. So the beach is very clean, very beautiful, very nice, but the water is not that clean. Nobody goes for swimming. So everything comes to the Arabian Sea, so it's not meant for swimming.
Just барир. И виж отдясно е като гала пак.
So, what was India before the English came? Like, what did it look like? Were there mainly villages or were there big cities as well?
Small, very small.
What about population-wise?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing?
Bombay was empty. Nobody on the street.
So how did
When
it
English
become...
left, people started to come from all parts of India to Bombay, and then Bombay got developed.
But how did it become so big as population, India in general?
Because this was the way. See, people, why they come to Bombay? Because they know that Bombay is a city of dreams. When they come here, they can do everything. It's a metro city, right? So people all from the villages, they come to Bombay. They don't want to go any part of
how
India.
did Indian population rise so much?
No, because people, if you see Bombay, 25 years ago, so many kids.
I see.
6, 8, 10. Now you see 1 or 2. So that time,
6 to 10.
yeah, 6, 8, 10, 12 also people have got.
12 as well?
Yeah, of course, yes.
12 деца са имали.
Now, 1, 2, not more than that. See, this is a beautiful Art Deco style building. Built in the 20s and 30s. It's called Art Deco style building. It gives a flavor of South Miami Beach.
It does give us...
Art Deco style. Built in the 20s and 30s. All are residential, all are super expensive. And the view is fantastic here. The sunset at the Marine Drive. Here. There is a sunset at the Marine Drive. People say that Bombay city never sleeps. Come to Marine Drive. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So many people hanging around here. Safe for everybody to walk here. And Marine Drive is also known as the Queen's Necklace View. Street lights in between. The street lights, sorry. This one here. From one end to the other end of the water. It's in a C shape. See. The sun goes on, the lights lit up, it gives you the view of the necklace. It becomes dark, the lights lit up, it gives you the view of the necklace. Second home for the chai. It's not a Starbucks, no cafe, no restaurant. Where I go, on a street vendor. And
Chai.
you drink chai there, everything is boiling, cooking, no problem for your stomach. No water, pure cow milk. Lemongrass, ginger, cardamom seeds, cow milk, tea powder, sugar, that is called masala chai. And what I call them, chai bugs, no Starbucks. I say chai bugs. So you are invited to chai bugs, you can drink the chai there, and you go to the St. Regis tomorrow morning breakfast counter, order a masala chai there. You drink here, you drink tomorrow in the hotel, you will see the difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
The guy making on a street, he makes the best chai. You know why? Ingredients, fresh. In the hotel, powder, masala. Here, he mash in front of you.
What do you mean masala? What is masala?
Spice.
Spice. Чай, ама много интересно как чая
И да
на
ме
български
гледате.
Но той е индийска дума.
Да.
Тук е тръгнало и в Англия.
In our language, chai is the same word.
In Bulgaria?
Yeah.
Bulgarian, so it's
Chai.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I guessed immediately what it
What
is.
is the word for read? How do you say read? Read. To read.
Read. Read
How do you say?
read means the padna. Read, right? To read.
Yes.
Padna. Padna, yes. Padna. Read.
In which language?
Hindi.
Cheta? Does it sound?
Cheta, no.
What about bashta?
Sorry.
Bashta.
Bachta. Bachta means leftover. Bachta. Leftover.
Okay.
Каква беше другата дума, която той
Не
беше?
знам, трябва да проверим.
Bulgaria is close to which country? Bulgaria is close to which country?
Turkey,
Turkey, huh?
Romania,
Oh.
yeah, Serbia, Greece, yeah, in between. Black Sea,
Wow.
yeah.
And you use euros?
No,
No.
Lev.
Okay.
Lev means
Your currency.
lion, yeah.
Lion.
But we came from around India, like 2000 years ago. So like some words are similar.
Similar.
Yeah.
In Turkey also they say chai. Turkey also they say chai. Same.
Yeah.
Same word.
So a lot of Arab and Indian words are similar, right?
Similar, yeah. Arabic. and
Why is that?
similar. Because see,
Who influenced who?
in Arab they say shukran. Thank you they say shukran. In India we say shukriya.
Shukriya.
Shukran, shukriya. Similar.
Yeah.
Korean means what?
Thank you.
Isn't it namaste?
Namaste, which means hello in India, like this. Namaste. In Hindi, Hindu people they do namaste. Muslim people will not do namaste.
And when you say nightlife, is the nightlife mainly in the hotels?
No,
or
no, no.
There is like a
Bandra area. Bandra.
And what is there? Is it like bars? Or
Bars, pubs, discotheques, everything here.
And is it like high rise or is it like?
We have got rooftop bars also, and we have got normal.
Okay, so nobody goes to the hotels for those.
Rich people in the 5-star they have rooftops. Like St. Regis Hotel,
Yeah.
they have got Vasilo or something in the rooftop bar.
Okay, but
That's a nice
people
bar.
generally go to the.
Local stuff.
Okay.
It's not in the 5-star. It's expensive, right?
I see, yeah,
Luxury
yeah,
tax and everything.
Така, Мумбай се оказа, че е най-чистия град. И ето сега гледката, която ще видим. На целия град. Иха. Да, водата за нищо не става. Ти не можеш да видиш на 5 см. Но мирише много приятно. Такъв бриз имаш, защото в града не се усеща бриза.
A lot of greenery here. This is the main downtown part of the city now.
Аз си я спомням, много красиво нещо.
Welcome here. That is a boiled milk. This is a fresh milk. Combination of both to give you a taste. Everything is boiling, so no problem for your stomach, right? Tea powder. Indian chai tea powder. When we go to the Crawford market, we are going to the spices where you can see the powder. Tea powder. Fresh lemongrass.
When did he burn himself? How did he burn himself?
He was doing like this. So
I see.
Chal, ask this. Lemongrass. Ginger. Very good for your blood circulation.
Ginger and cardamom.
So what did you put here? What is here? Water and what?
Milk.
Spice.
Yeah.
So
Milk. Indian milk. Pasteurized milk. Cow milk.
so what is the powder?
Tea powder. Chai tea. Tea powder. Tea powder.
Дай да помиришем, да.
Tea powder.
Тук.
Tea powder.
Чай, мириш на чай.
Mixing the spices together. Then drink it. You will love it. It's like going to France, not drinking wine. Coming to India and not your masala chai, right? Small temple. Yeah. Smell. Smell this one.
Вау. Иха.
Love it. All goes inside. पका अच्छा था गरम का ज्यादा लाल का शक्कर हिसाब से
This is a small temple.
Yeah, small temple. This is Ganesh.
You have the same one in your house.
Yeah, Ganesh, Mahalakshmi, Saraswati, goddess of knowledge, goddess of money, and good luck. You are blessed to have chai from here.
Как мирише, мале, усеща се много ароматно. То свежо, супер свежо. Але как се усеща, не е за вярване. Къде ги мие чашата?
Samosa.
Samosa. Let's try.
Very hot, very hot.
Oh, very hot?
Take, it's very hot. Just leave me. Green chutney.
Много горещо наистина. Това е нещо като тако сигурно. Люто. Много люто. Много люто. Малко като такава латино храна, ма люта.
Very hot.
Вътре има разни работи. Снимай тук. Мале, какъв аромат на джинджер и това лемон грас. Точно като подправките от Кения. Така мириш. Тази култура на мен ми харесва много. Тия чаши само как ги мият. Много хубаво. Много горещо. Много вкусно. И то джинджифила леко оставя такава... Свежо го прави след това. Но чай е много хубав. Много странен, че е с мляко наистина.
Да, защото ни в България не пием въобще с мляко.
Да. Но това не е като чай, по-скоро като топло смути малко. Така ми се струва.
Who came up with the idea to do it with milk?
English.
English did. Okay.
And doesn't like milk remove the spice?
No, if you don't like milk, don't put milk, add water, that's it.
Okay, I see.
Same ingredients, only water, black tea.
I see.
And now you can take a very nice place. Kolaba. This is Kolaba, the starting of Bombay.
That's a neighborhood called.
That's the neighborhood is called Kolaba area. So you see a lot of hotels here, Regent Hotel, a lot of Arab stays here, Regent Hotel, lot of Arab people.
Okay.
Muslim.
In the monsoon time, we have a lot of Arabs, Middle East. Why they come here? Because of the rainy season. They love rains. But when they are here, they are not into history and sightseeing, they are more into shopping and eating. Oh, we cannot walk there, some concert is going on. That is the entrance to the palace wing, Taj Mahal Palace. Taj Mahal.
Go inside, right?
You can go, yes, why not? You want to go inside Taj Mahal?
No.
If they want.
No, anybody want to go in the Taj Hotel? Yeah, ये हम लोग पीछे खड़ा रहते हैं। आपको करने का पॉइंट है और चढ़ने का पॉइंट भी यही है। बस फॉलो करो।
С GoPro-то.
Върнах се да посетя портата на следващия ден и затова ще излъча тази част от видеото накрая.
Колко много хора може? Нали имаш Big Ben в Лондон и Small Ben в Мумбай. Така го наричат.
Ти тук ли си надуч? Искаш ли да сте?
Това не е университет. Университет в Мумбай. Ето, това е университета на Мумбай. И орлите горе. Представа. Пухове.
Те си като чикандел.
Като пухчета, да. Много са бързи. Мале, като змии. Като змии с крака. Мале, страшни, страшни. Пухове, змии, нещо смесено. Cricket is the national sport, huh?
No.
No, it's
Field
just
hockey.
very popular.
Field hockey is national sport
Field
of India.
hockey?
But cricket is our national religion of India.
Did it originate from here?
Yes. Cricket is national religion of India.
Oh. Иха. Тук с тези палми. Very big open area around.
Very big open ground, right in the middle of the city.
Yes, crazy. And is that Victoria Station there?
That's the Churchgate train station. Victoria is more
Church.
bigger, more beautiful than this one.
So why didn't you continue building in this architectural
You
style?
can't build this architecture nowadays. Nobody knows how to make this design. There's no stones. Because the stone, what you see, is all yellow basalt rock, sandstone,
Yeah.
limestone. We don't have this now. Marble granites, we have a lot.
Interesting. I like the...
Ой, България така.
Да, в България няма да пресечиш магистрала или повръзка. Университета.
पहले लेफ्ट मोड़ना चाहिए था वो पहला जो लेफ्ट ना सिग्नल वहां से हमको लगा कि आगे से लेफ्ट मोड़ेगा आधे रास्ते से लेफ्ट लेने
Just take a video of the traffic, I like it as well. Много готино. Много такова живо е в града. Изключително приятно е, просто непрекъснато нещо се случва. Ама по-така човечно. Избипкане, хората просто взаимодействат. Не е като в Ню Йорк. Пак много неща се случват, ама някакси всичко е изкуствено. Тук всичко е с хора. Това го прави супер готино да изглежда. Много е готина.
Това пред нас е гара Виктория. Вече е прекръстена с индийското си име обаче. Въпреки всичко е една от най-големите железопътни гари в цял свят. От тук идват индийци мигранти от селата и околностите за работа. А точно срещу нея е кметството на Мумбай.
It's a town hall, currently working as a market. Anybody wish to go inside, colorful market, fruits, vegetables, spices. और पिकअप यहाँ से करना होगा.
Как носиш кашоница?
वो गौमा वाले थोड़े सामने कहीं कैसे रूम
वाइट गाड़ी जाके राइट में दबा दे. Okay, we are going to get down here. We are going to go from inside from here.
Все пак с 1 милиард.
Okay, come.
Много бизи, а? Добре, влизаме в пазара. По-тук. Ядки. Изключително много ядки. Точно на пазар си.
Cosmetics, everything under one roof. Now, when I walk in.
Helicopter, please don't spit.
Please do not smith, spoken for kids. Dogs are not allowed in the market.
Това се случва много редовно.
Да.
Само го пише.
Светлините обаче не са им полезни за очите. Виж, щом на камера светлините са така, това означава, че фриквенсито, с което излучва светлина, не е много високо. Тук знам се разминавам с хората. Прашка на... Излязохме. Мале, как замириса?
बाहर इतना रास्ता क्लियर दिख रहा है बस
На животни замириса изведнъж.
pigeons, rooftop, terrace. Rest everything in-house, pets.
Also pets.
Там и кошки има. Няма не става, войди
Ще върнах в нови пазар. Колко е грамадно. Къде се паднах? Най-малко очаквах тук да бъда. Те нямат въздух тук. Как само смърди, няма да си на представа.
उधर जा भाई ना
Masala?
Yes, meat masala also there.
What is Malwani masala?
Which one?
Malwani masala.
Malwani is for the yeah. They had contrast, huh? A shop and then the people sleeping here
Yes.
on the street.
Насам, насам.
Как този нон-стоп по пути? What the hotel? Is that okay?
Как носи 5-6 пъти?
Наведнъж. Where you have the antiques as well?
Yeah, everything inside one room. Antiques, handicraft, everything. Okay.
They have a drawer.
Yeah, they have a toilet as well. GPO, General Post Office of Mumbai.
Аз стига, бе. Гледай как им изглежда пост офиса.
Under renovation. Under
Това пред
renovation.
нас.
Massive, huge building for the post office.
И ли виждаш? Къде прилича на джамия?
Yeah. Single the right lane, सीधा village.
The elections will be next year.
No, not next after 2 years. राइट लेना भी है क्योंकि आगे से ना सीधा जाने के लिए बंद है और राइट भी बंद है तो यहाँ से जाना पड़ेगा आपको राइट से
Are every 5 years or how?
Every
Това бе
4 years.
почтата.
4 years.
Yeah. And in the same area we have our Bombay port where the cruise ship, cargo ship, navy ship docks in here, our docks, which I will show you now. Yeah. See the building here, wherever your eyes goes, you see the colonial building. Seems like you are in London, but this is Bombay and this area is called Ballat Pier. Ballat Pier. See, everywhere your eyes goes, colonial building. Beautiful lane, street, greenery, old buildings, and everything is office. No residence here, no corporate here.
Точно е карал също.
Да, бе.
Той е вътре
Гледай колко съм близо. Ай, тук са войници. Да. Има това... Те тук имат много силно нейви за това.
Какво си мисля горе, че те са пак такъв касъчни. Обаче в Англия...
See, मैं यहाँ खड़ा करना 2 मिनट.
Alexander-
See here, Alexandra Dock, Green Gate. We get a lot of cruise ships here. I also come here with a boat. We start the tour, we drop them here. Big cruise ship comes in here. See, there is a Green Gate, Ballard Pier, or this is called Alexandra Dock. It's mentioned on the top there.
Is this Alexander the Great?
Yeah, that's right. After his name. After his name, actually, Alexander. That is the port on the other wall.
Тук малко и на Загреб изведнъж почна ми да прилича. Това е точно както нашите си.
Нашите са...
Да, ема. Виж, това буквално е както министерствата ни.
Beautiful buildings here, very clean, very green, sidewalks.
Yeah, sidewalks.
Beautiful.
No people.
No people, less people.
Is it a more distant part of the city or?
Yeah, because it's right in the corner of the city. Right in the corner of the city. So yeah, you need to come to this area on Sundays. Nobody here. Very calm. You walk here, you do your photo shoots here, no problem at
And
all.
did the English people, did they build all of those buildings just for themselves or for everybody to use?
No, they built for themselves, but when they left, they did not demolish.
Yeah.
The government has taken everything from them.
Okay, I
Indian government. See, this is a very old coffee house where you get Italian shots here. Very
Yeah.
famous for Italian shots. Bombay Coffee House. We walk this way.
Oh wow, this is also very beautiful.
Beautiful neighborhood.
You see, the big problem in Bulgaria, our country, is that we have, unlike you, we have some very new buildings
Okay.
next to some very old buildings. And when you have this contrast,
Yes.
the old buildings look very old and the new look very new. Whereas in India, for example, in Mumbai especially,
Yeah.
you have the new buildings in one place,
One
and
place
the
and
old,
old buildings, that's
and
right.
it makes like the old buildings don't look dirty now.
That's right,
They look
yes.
antique. Whereas
Antiques, that's right, yes.
when they're next to the new buildings, like in Bulgaria, they look very dirty
right.
all the time. So I like that. I like that it has both parts integrated,
That's right,
but at
yeah.
different places.
Separated.
Yeah. So despite it being dirty and not clean, it still looks very
Very
good.
good. That's right. Yeah. This is all heritage sites. All heritage.
Heritage? It's
Heritage sites. So UNESCO heritage site.
Yeah.
Old Marine Drive, Kolaba, and Ballard Pier is a UNESCO heritage site. See, we are going in this place here, cottage industries.
So this is a government shop.
This is a government shop.
What
Indian
does that
government.
mean?
Means Indian government handling this. They buy from the villages. Whatever stuff you see inside is all handmade. It's on the villages. So government tries to support them.
Religious?
No. Villages. Small villages. The people they make the
Oh.
stuff. Government supports them by buying from them.
I see. Oh wow. Wow. Hello.
These are all the antiques, handicrafts here.
Какъв килим само от злато. Килим от злато. 100%. Тук тази статуя е изключително готина. Със слона. Ето като... Тук продават пък само килими. Иха, какъв слон. Ето. Тая картина е страхотна на Тадж Махал. Колко са меки е въпрос. Да, изключително. Като турските килими. Невероятно. Как са ги измислили да имат 4 ръце? Колко е мека? 100% куприна, а?
Гледай този блок колко е тънък и ти виж само по етажите кой. Ти е хора, а той не е достроен. Той не е достроен и са нанесени.
Това беше официалният ни тур, но на следващия ден искахме да се потопим напълно в живота на местните и затова посетихме няколко храма и локални места заедно с шофьора ни, Ешуар.
Да.
Това е единствената крава, която видях в цял Мумбай.
It's colorful here. Много е интересно тук.
Това е наистина много интересно. Така че така живеят за малки хора.
Да. Това е.
Да. Цялото това е опашка за темпъла. Ето там почва. Някакъв специален темпъл, много опашка имало. Изключително много. Тук е сигурно 100 метра. На мен много ми харесва как изглежда. Това е входа, тук се стават хора. И тези рози са като дарове. Рози цветя, това са дарове.
Okay, thank you.
Те не ги пасат. Това сигурно струва пари. Тук се стъркатяваме и предреждаме цялата опашка. Да, $2 са много пари тук. Какво е лилия? Лотос. Лотос.
Специални благодарности и поздрави към Ешуар, че ни заведе на това място и че чрез връзките си ни прекара вътре в храма. Снимането беше стриктно забранено, но заради вас тайно държах телефона. Някои кадри са много забързани, особено накрая, като ме хванаха, така че ще ги забавям, за да може да се проследи какво се случва и как изглежда всъщност вътре в храма.
Чакай да направя едно. What is this? Значи видяхме ги различните богове, всеки е различен. Има една маймуна, един слон. Всъщност слонът е бил син на Шива, която е многоръката богиня. Обаче, понеже е бил непослушен, са му отразили главата и сложили слонска глава. И някакви такива истории трябва да получиш. И как спътва в камиона? Виждате ли?
Това пък е друг храм. Синият бог е Вишну, той е пазителя на света. Пул-лъвът е на Расимха, тя ти дава сила и отстранява страха. А пък Пул-кучето е Бхайрава и той е управление на Шива и носи лоялност.
Ето това е опашката. За да влезеш в храма. Толкова хора се молят. Тук ги благословят наистина. Имат истинска вяра. Нека с България с християнство. Но динарче ще вземем тук да хапнем. Навсякъде ги има. I can see the pepper vesa. Едното ли взеш?
There is cardamom, I think.
The texture is very good.
Това е един десерт, който беше изключително специфичен и ако трябва да съм честен, не ми хареса особено.
And is there ginger? Like it's kind of like малко кисело. Как се казва кисело?
Cardamom.
Sour. No, it's not sour.
A little bit sour and sweet.
Like that. It's called soap also. With that, the taste comes like this.
It's like lemongrass or something.
Sometimes.
And what is the leaf?
This called green leaf. It's for the. It's called pan. Leaf means to eat only. It's so much popular in India. Daily the product will sell like around 10,000, 20,000 leaves. Daily.
What's the name again?
It's pan. We called pan leaf.
Pan leaf.
No, I don't want another. Добре, пристигаме на Gateway to India. Това е било пристанището, откъдето англичаните са минавали, за да пристигнат в Дубай. И изглежда наистина много впечатляващо. Иха, това ли е хотела?
Да.
Вау! От страната на морето сигурно изглежда много добре.
Джордж, Петя и Мери. Те са били...
Вау!
Айде смятайте коя година е. М. Копеш.
1000... Гейта там. Това е било Тадж Махал хотела. И заедно е морето. С изключително много плътноводки. Вау! Huh? Can I take a photo with you? Yes, of course. Of the two of us? Той иска с мен да се снима.
Това най-малко го очаквах. Аз отидох да гледам техните исторически находки, пък аз се оказах най-голямата атракция, понеже съм бял и явно рядко виждат бели.
Of course. Enjoy. Понеже съм бял, иска да се правят снимка с мен.
Да те харесват, защото са бял и да те снимат.
Ох, много ми харесва Индия. Супер много. Тук всички с майка ми ходят да се снимат.
Да, снимай.
Yeah, let's go.
Айде всички заедно.
Айде. Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
Good. Enjoy. Enjoy the day. Аз се кефя на такова внимание. Тия англичани голяма работа били наистина. Последните пътувания и в канала и като цяло ходя само в такива британски империи. Америка, Нова Зеландия, Кения, сега съм тук в Индия. Целият свят са покорили. Навсякъде, навсякъде. Голяма работа са били. Общо света е продукт на Англия. До голяма степен. А това тук има националното дърво, знаеш ли? Националното им дърво. Много ми харесва Индия. Просто климатът е такъв приятен и всичко е живо около теб. Готино е, хората са хора, не се правят на машини да работят.
Обувките с пръст. Боята с пръст.
Тук тази част на града изглежда малко повече като Европа или даже малко като Майами, с къщи наредени, улица, паве, пешеходна и след това морето. И това е защото тази част на града, по крайбрежието, е зададена по европейски стил, пак от англичаните, и затова изглежда така европейски.
Ако ме следвате в Instagram, щяхте да знаете каква всъщност е причината да съм в Индия. В следващото видео, което със сигурност ще е по-кратко, ще споделя преживяванията си от индийска 4-дневна сватба. Става дума за 1800 човека сватба. Големи разхищения, накити, облекла и партита. В миналото видео видяхме беднотията и мизерията в Индия. Сега разбрахте историята на града. В следващото видео ще ви покажа безумния лукс. Никога не съм виждал по-лъскави места. Ако сте гледали до тук, това означава много за мен. Наистина, сърдечно ви благодаря. Надявам се да съм бил поучителен. Абонирайте се, последвайте в Instagram и до скоро!